The past few years of my life, I've been way too obsessed with self-development, with self-improvement, and it's really only made me more anxious. I've been trying to make everything perfect, you just get so obsessed with making everything perfect, biohacking, doing all this crap. I've been living like a monk pretty much for the past few years. I'm done living in monk mode. It's time to go mongoloid mode. Just fucking taking action, bro. Just because on monk mode, when you're obsessed with self-development, you're just way too in your head. You're obsessed with getting everything perfect, fixing your body, fixing your mind, and it's all very mental. And yes, you're taking action, but it's not the right type of action. Whereas when you go mongoloid mode, you just do it. You just fucking experiment, you fuck around and find out. And that's where the real magic happens. I'm just so done with monk mode, with trying to be perfect. The more I embrace mongoloid mode, the more I actually start moving in the direction of a life I actually want to live. Because when you're so obsessed, monks live terribly boring lives. They just try to bypass life. You know where you really get to learn who you are? Is fucking being a human, living a human experience, going and spending time with your family, going and partying, going and getting a job, doing real life shit, paying your bills, sitting in a fucking monastery. Are you kidding me? So you're like bypassing the shit out of life. You get to learn so much more about yourself and just being human and just life in general by living life, not by bypassing your experience, living like a monk. And that's basically what I've been doing. I need to get myself out there. I need to fucking take action. And the more I do, the better I feel about myself. This is how you actually gain confidence. The more you live like a monk, just the less experience you have, because you're doing the same shit day in, day out. And for a period, that can be good. I'm grateful that I did. And I, to be honest, have made a lot of changes and have improved myself to a very significant degree. But I'm past that now. I'm ready to start being a mongoloid. And I think a lot of guys need to get out of this self-improvement mentality and start going into the mongoloid retard maxing mentality. I think it serves you much more if you're a particular type of guy that's very introverted. You think you're like making all the difference in the world by self-improvement, by going monk mode, but you really make a difference in your life. You really get to know who you are when you go full mongoloid mode, when you just retard max, when you fucking live life. That's where the shit really happens. And again, if you go too hard in the mongoloid mode, if you go too hard just being a retard, you can always be a monk again. And there are certain phases of life which monk mode is necessary for, maybe a little detox from all the retardation, but I'd say mongoloid mode mentality is probably better just in general, because it's a great way to get out of your head. You just take action, you just do what your soul is calling you towards. And sometimes your soul is calling you towards being a little monk, being a little spiritual boy. But I've done that for too long, and now I'm just ready to kick some ass live life, rape and pillage. And yeah, I'm excited for this next season of life where I just go full retard, Mongoloid maxing, Mongoloid mode rather than monk mode. Done with self-development. Grateful for it, but yeah, we're moving to better places with this Mongoloid mentality. Much love, brothers. I'll see you in the next one.